What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I got some new news concerning Manny Pacquiao. For those who don't know, Manny Pacquiao has went to Twitter and he has actually fired some shots. You know, of course, we know about Manny. He's not about trash talk. I don't like trash talk. But he doesn't like, throwing, talking trash, but he will throw some shade. And it sounds like to me, he was actually shooting shots at Floyd Mayweather Jr. with his tweet. He said, I have a New Year's resolution. My New Year's to only fight people, my fighters my size or bigger. And that was actually when Floyd had an exhibition fight with a smaller fighter by Tenshin Nasukawa, and he didn't even get out of the round due to the size difference, and Tenshin just wasn't accustomed to the punches. He just couldn't take them, from a boxer. So, and all this was new to him. You know what I mean? And a lot of people threw shade on Floyd, for taking a fight like that, But all Floyd's doing is getting money. That's all he's been doing for the last 11 and 12 years. He hasn't been worried about legacy. He hasn't been worried about any of that. So that's Floyd. But Manny, Manny changes it around. And I remember getting in a huge debate with Boxing Ego one day. And we had a social war because of this topic between who is the better fighter, or should I say, who has done more in their career, Manny Pacquiao or Floyd Mayweather Jr. And of course, Boxing Ego, being a Mayweather guy, said, oh, well, it's Mayweather because he beat Pacquiao. And I was like, no, that's not what Max Kellerman, because it was based on a statement Max Kellerman made. Okay, so a little backstory. Max Kellerman, made a statement that Manny Pacquiao is more successful because he's done more in his career. He's more accomplished than Floyd Mayweather. So, that's what, and Boxing Ego, him and his army, he's like, oh, that's dumb, that's stupid. Why would he say that? Max Kellerman's biased. But I'm like, no, Max Kellerman, what he meant by that is what Manny was able to do in his career versus what Floyd did in his career overall. Manny's better. It doesn't matter. That has nothing to do with who wins in a fight. It's what they've accomplished. And Manny's accomplished more than Floyd. And yeah, he threw shade on Floyd, He said that on the slick, but he meant that for a reason. Why Floyd's doing exhibition matches with McGregor and Tenshin Nasukawa, which I never heard of until Floyd dug him up or whatnot, because I don't really watch a lot of MMA stuff. I'm an MMA guy, but I don't really, follow the sport so like I should, I guess. But meanwhile, Manny Pacquiao is fighting Adrian Broner, active boxers, calling out the winner of Mikey Garcia or Spence, active boxers, pound for pound fighters. That shows and proves that Manny Pacquiao's career is a lot better on what he's still doing versus what Floyd's doing only for money, and fortune. Okay, so he's just trying to fulfill his fortune part of it, and that has to be a problem. Like, dude, if you made $300 million in one night almost, and you've done that a couple times, why in the hell do you need money? That tells me something's going on with Floyd, that he really needs to start watching his money and his, his resources, because yeah, you can keep making money on top of money on top of money, but it's like, obviously you're spending too much of it to be worried about making more of it, if that makes sense. Because I don't see Floyd doing exhibitions and shit, getting 18, 20 million. I mean, that sounds good, but I mean, I guess he just likes the idea of making money. But if you had so much on reserve, how would that excite you? It would seem like to me, someone like Floyd with the money that he has or supposed to have would be tired of money. He would have to worry. If I was him, I would be worried about legacy. Something that I can say, hey, I did that. You know what I mean? Not just outpoint a Manny Pacquiao in 2015, You know, fight the best guys of today since you can prove that you can beat them. But Manny's doing that. So in contrast, Manny's still showing Floyd, hey, this is how I'm still doing it. So I'm with it. So that's why Manny is a legend. That's why when Floyd retired in 2008, okay, after beating Ricky Hatton, Pacquiao came right behind him and beat those guys quicker and better and more impressive and took over the pound for pound spot, coming from a smaller weight class, mind you. Okay? And that's why boxing didn't die when Floyd left. It was rejuvenated by someone else. It will be rejuvenated again. We are looking for that next Manny Pacquiao. Needless to say, he hasn't left yet. But it will be a time when you don't see that tenacious, Pacquiao. The guy that's throwing 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 punch combos. That particular guy. The guy we like to see fight. Blood, sweat, and guts. A lot of people are going to miss that. Hey, I miss Gotti when he left back in 08. Like literally. You know what I'm saying? Because he literally, left this earth. But he was a fighter that was exciting to see. And it makes a lot of sense, because if I'm Manny, that's the first thing I would go to. I would say that shit too. Yeah, I'm fighting real boxers. You're fighting dudes that never probably laced on some boxing gloves in their life. Okay? Not MMA gloves, boxing gloves. I'm fighting real boxers because I'm a boxer. I'm not a guy that used to be a boxer that's making guys that are not boxers box. It makes no sense. Now you're getting someone smaller. At least the guy could be in your size or bigger. That's what makes it shitty. I understand why Floyd do it because you have to look at it in different perspectives. Sure, Floyd's wanting the money. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Hell, I would fight Asakawa for that amount. At my size. You know what I mean? But then, part of me like, man, I hit that boy with a left hook and made him cry and all that shit. I would feel bad as a person. I'd feel like a bully. Like, man, you hit that dude knowing damn well that dude wasn't prepared for a punch like that. Especially coming from a person that knows how to punch. Floyd knows how to punch. He's been doing it forever. He's been doing it since he was a kid. So, good job for you. Good shot, Manny. That's what I'm going to say to that. Good stab at him at that point. Because, because Manny's still doing it. Now, had Manny been retired himself and just, talking shit, I would just say, oh, Manny's just hating. You know what I mean? But no, Manny's doing it. Manny's still around. Manny's still in the welterweight division. Manny's still calling out the guys that are best pound for pound, the guys that are somewhat avoidable in the sport, and he's calling them out. Let's see you do the same thing, Floyd. Then we'll give you the same kind of praise. But anyway, that's what I'm going to say about that. You guys tell me what you think about this video. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been counterpunched. Peace.